What's up, everybody? It's your boys Cam and T back again with another episode of the Cam and T podcast. Man, if you like this type of content, go ahead, hit that like button if you're on YouTube, and if you're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast to, go ahead and give us a 5-star rating. I am your co-host, Tony T. Tom West. We got my brother from the other mother, Cam. Happy Pod Day, man. We coming a little bit of a day early. You feel me? How are you doing tonight, brother? How you doing?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm excited for this one. I feel like we got a really good one cooking up for y'all. So I'm ready to get to it. But I'm doing good, man. How about you?
I'm good, man. I'm in a really good mood, man. I can't complain. Feeling pretty good. Fall is in full effect. I don't know how the weather is down in Atlanta, but it was really nice today. Like a nice 68 brisk type of day. It was nice, bro. It was nice. I really enjoy it. I really am enjoying the weather. I love like October. October is probably I don't know if I even told you this or told anybody this. October is my favorite month of the year, besides like my birthday. Like I love from October 1st all the way to January 1st. That's my favorite time of the year. Like the whole holiday season, I just love it. So I'm loving right now. Football's full in effect. Basketball about to be full in effect tomorrow, which we're gonna jump into in a few minutes. Yeah, man, I just love this time of year. Baseball is in postseason. This is just a good, as a sports fan too, like this is just a good time of year. Like everything's going on all at once. It's amazing. I love it, bro. So I'm in a pretty good mood. I can't complain, but I'm ready to get into it tonight. It's gonna be a good one. Kind of wanted to just give the rundown of what we'll be talking about tonight. It's gonna be a long one. I'm not gonna tell y'all no lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it to y'all. It's gonna be a long one. We probably gonna go an hour and 15 minutes tonight. Not gonna lie, maybe even an hour and 20. But let's go ahead and get into it. With that being said, NBA basketball season for the 2025-2026 season kicks off tomorrow. Me and Cam will jump into it. As you see, we both got on our respective teams' jerseys. I got on my Atlanta Hawks jersey. Cam got on his Nuggets jersey. Is that Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray.
Yeah, I got on Trae Young. This is the old edition that we used to have. Yeah, we're gonna rock out. We're gonna talk a lot of NBA basketball tonight. So we're gonna get into some NBA. We also gonna get into some college football. There's some college football coaches that have already been fired as is, and I think some are on their way out. So we're gonna talk about that tonight as well. We'll hit on NFL a little bit towards the end, but this is gonna be mainly an NBA night. So for our NBA and college football, for our NBA guys that like to watch the podcast, if you're really into NBA, this is gonna be a night you're gonna want to tune in. Also, as well, for the NFL a little bit, and mostly college football as well. So this should be a good podcast, man. Without further ado, like I said, if you are watching this, man, go ahead and retweet, show us love, repost, do whatever you got to do. We live in the flesh with it. Cam, without further ado, let's get into it, man. NBA basketball season. This is your lane. So I'm gonna let you take control. NBA basketball season kicks off tomorrow, bro. I think NBA basketball is low-key your favorite sport. I think it is. I think the NBA is like Cam tried to cosplay like the NFL is. NBA is, I think NBA, Cam is like a NBA fanatic for real. Like Cam really actually loves. I don't think Cam talks about how much he loves the NBA. Like Cam, anytime we have any NBA status, I step back because Cam gets into the weeds when it comes to the NBA. So I don't know if that is your favorite sport, brother, but I feel like from knowing you for the last, we've known each other for like 6-7 years now. That's crazy in itself.
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy, ain't it?
Yeah. Been the last like 3 or 4 years, I feel like the NBA is kind of like your thing.
Yeah, I think I don't know, man. I just feel like the season. I like football better, but I think basketball. It's just something about basketball that it's just like when you watch it, it's really. Somebody said it best that it's kind of like a men's version of like a soap opera, man, because it really is season to season. Like you kind of have to, when you jump on basketball, you almost can't really jump on at a certain point and go from there. Like the NFL, the season changes so often. You know what I'm saying? Like you can hop on the NFL at any given time and everything is cool. But in basketball, if you jumping on the basketball right now, you behind, man. You got to kind of catch up. You kind of got to go back a couple of years and catch up because it's a lot of teams that's so good right now in the NBA that have been good for years. And there's a lot of matchups that people want to see that we've been kind of waiting on for years, right? You know what I'm saying? So I just think basketball is, it's one of those sports that it really does. The momentum does carry over from season to season. You know what I'm saying? And that's not something that you really see in the NFL. Like, yes, obviously your best teams, your Chiefs, your Eagles, you know what I'm saying, your Bills, your Ravens, you know what I'm saying, all those good teams, they carry on that momentum. But for the most part in the NFL, you're looking out for them young teams, right? The teams that are kind of coming out of nowhere. But in the NBA, it's really your staple franchises. We're always looking for the Lakers. You're always looking for the Celtics. You know what I'm saying? Lately, you've been looking for OKC and Denver, right? Minnesota is on the come up. New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers. So I'm just really excited for this season, honestly, because there's a lot of movement that has happened. And there are a lot of really good teams. I think the floor is wide open.
Yeah.
In the NBA this year. And we can go ahead and get into it if you're ready. But so me and T, we got our preseason conference rankings for y'all. So we got all 15 teams in both conferences. We got them ranked in their conference. And we just gonna go from there. So T, you want to start with the East or you want to start with the West?
It doesn't matter. I got both of them lined up, West or East. It really don't matter, bro.
Let's go ahead and start with the East.
Okay.
And let's go from the bottom to the top. You know how we do.
Yeah.
So you start with number 15 and I go 15 and then we go from there.
But all right. So coming in at 15 in the East, this has been one of the worst teams for the last 15 to 20 years, and I think they will continue to be one of the worst teams this year as well, and that will be the Washington Wizards. I think this team is god-awful. They are terrible. They have a terrible organization. I do actually like some of the development of like Kyle Kuzma that they had like a couple years ago, and even Jordan Poole. But still, man, this team's just way far off. They keep taking a lot of these like European guys that are like not good. It seems like everybody else gets like the good European guys, but then they get stuck with a dude like, no disrespect, DiVincenzo. Like he's not really special. Like he's a decent player, but like he's not, you know what I'm saying? Like he's not really a game changer. I think Washington Wizards will be absolutely terrible this year again. I would say somewhere in that 15 to 17 to 20 win area.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But at 15, I actually got a different team. I got the Brooklyn Nets.
Okay.
I think the Nets gonna be the worst team in the league.
And that's my next team up. So I'll just go ahead and expose 14. I got the Nets. I think they're gonna be Only reason I have the Nets a little above the Wizards, I think the Nets have better scorers. So when you look at guys like Cam Thomas, say what you want to say, he gonna get a bucket. He gonna get a bucket. The light-skinned brother from UNC, what's his name? Puff Johnson. Is Puff Johnson? Or is that his brother? The light-skinned Cam Johnson, he's still there, right?
No, we got Cam Johnson now.
Oh, y'all got Cam
Johnson. You remember they traded him straight up for MPJ.
Right. Who did they get? They got somebody though this year.
They ain't get nobody. That's what I'm trying to they got. I'll read off their roster to you.
Yeah, read their roster. I thought they still had Cam Johnson.
It ain't impressive at all, bro. I'm telling you. So they top player. I put it to you like this. They top rated player in NBA 2K right now is actually Terrence Mann. That's how bad they are.
Dang, over Cam Thompson? Over Cam Thomas?
Over Cam Thomas and over Michael Porter Jr. It's Terrence
Michael
Mann.
Porter Jr. That's who I was thinking about. I knew it was a light-skinned brother.
So,
I just didn't know which one it was.
So
there it is.
So I'll read off.
Though, but go ahead.
No, I'll read off their roster to you. So they got just notable names that they got. So Terrence Mann, of course, Michael Porter Jr. is their big off-season acquisition. Cam Thomas, of course.
But he ain't no different. I mean,
Yeah. Cam Thomas, Nick Claxton, of course, Greenville, South Carolina native, Noah Clowney, and then Haywood Highsmith, Tyrese Martin, and then they got a couple of guys, Zaire Williams. They got a couple of guys in the draft, Danny Wolf and Ben Seraph, Seraph. So
they're gonna be pretty bad too.
Yeah, it's and Igor Demon. So I mean, it's to me, I'm just not impressed by this roster.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna stink it up. I think they're gonna stink it up really bad. And I don't know, man. I just don't see nothing. I don't see nothing coming out of them. So that's where I am with the with the Brooklyn Nets. But you got them at 14. Who you got at? And I have at 14. I got the Chicago Bulls.
Okay, so you got the Bulls lower than me. Okay, got you.
Yeah, I got the Bulls at 14. And again, kind of a similar situation. I don't know. Bulls is another team that I don't really keep up with. I don't know what they really got. I know they got the Buzelis kid, and
they still got Kobe White.
Yeah, they still got Kobe White. They got Vooch still, but I don't know, man. Josh Giddey. It's just a team that I don't know, man. I just don't see them doing much. You know what I'm saying?
I got them higher than 14. I ain't gonna lie. I got them a pretty sizable amount over 14. Now, I don't think they are a playoff team either, so we'll get in that in a minute. So let's keep it on you then, because you already exposed your 14. Who your 13?
So my 13 is the Washington Wizards.
Okay. So
and the Wizards
at 13.
Yeah, so and again, all these teams 12, 13, 14, 15, I think they're just gonna stink.
Yeah.
I think these are the worst. Well, I think these are like 4 of the bottom 6 teams in the NFL or NBA, excuse me. But I got the Wizards there. Kind of what you said earlier, just a supreme lack of talent. They got young guys though, so they do have some young pieces, which is kind of a reason why I got them a little bit higher. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if they do finish last in the East. But who you got at 13?
This next one's gonna surprise a lot of people. I got the Indiana Pacers at 13, man. I think losing Miles Turner is going to be a huge deal. Tyrese Halliburton is probably going to be out for this whole season, if I'm not mistaken, because wasn't it an Achilles situation with him?
Yeah, it's Achilles.
And so that's a whole. He's going to be out, and that was the last game of the year. He's going to be out for this whole season. If you look at it, the only 2 guys that are really factors on that team is Mathurin and what's my other guy's name? Nembhard? Is that it? Nembhard or whatever. That's it. That's their best 2 players on their team right now, probably. Would you disagree at this point?
Yeah, you forgot Spicy P, Pascal Siakam. They still got Siakam.
Oh yeah, Siakam. I don't know. Siakam don't really move me like that, but they still do have Siakam. But I don't see this team being any good without Halliburton. I'm just gonna be honest, and I think people are underplaying the Miles Turner leaving. I think that's gonna be a huge deal for them. I got them at 13. I don't think they're gonna be playoff bound this year.
Yeah.
I guess I'll go ahead and reveal my 12. Is that next?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
12.
So at 12, I got the Charlotte Hornets, man. I think again, if they can stay healthy, this is a different conversation. I don't think they'll be able to stay healthy. I think this is the last year you see LaMelo Ball in a Hornets jersey, personally, if he doesn't stay healthy. And I think they blow that thing all the way up if he doesn't stay healthy. I do think it's going to be important for Miles Bridges to take another step in his development, which he kind of did towards the end of last year. And Brandon Miller can hopefully stay healthy. But again, I think their biggest issue is going to be staying healthy and having better big men. That's it. If they don't do those 2 things, they're going to be bad, which I think they will be. The talent is there. LaMelo Ball is extremely talented. Brandon Miller, extremely talented. I don't like him because he beats women, but Miles Bridges, extremely talented. I just don't think they're going to be able to stay healthy, and that's where I'm at with it. So that's why I have them at 12.
Yep, man, I'm right there with you. I got them at 12 as well. For pretty much the same reasons. I like what they did though in the draft. I really do.
Yeah.
Con Knipple is one of my favorite players in this draft, so I'm glad that they got him. I don't know how much of a impact he's gonna have because this team really does stink.
Yeah.
When they're not healthy, when they're not healthy. Let me say that. When they're not healthy, they really do stink. So I don't know how much of an impact he's gonna have, but I do think he's a really good player and that he's gonna be really good in the NBA for a pretty long time. And then they got that Ryan Kalkbrenner kid as well. Who I thought was a pretty good acquisition for them. So I got the Hornets at 12, and at 11, I have I got the Toronto Raptors at 11. And again, kind of a similar situation with a lot of these other teams, man. I just don't see it with them. You know what I'm saying? A team that they don't have a whole lot of talent outside of Scotty Barnes. They got Brandon Ingram. I did forget about that. They did get Brandon Ingram. They drafted my guy CMB out of University of South Carolina. He's a good player. But other than that, man, they don't have enough talent to really compete in the East. even though they do have a lot of young talent like RJ Barrett and Grady Dick as well, but it's just again just another team that I just don't really see making any moves. But who you got at 11?
So at 11, I have the Bulls. So I have the Bulls at 11 for some of the same reasons you said. I do think they got a little bit more talent than you give them credit for. I don't think they're good though. Don't get me wrong. But I really like Kobe White. I thought he showed me a lot last year. I thought he should have won Most Improved Player. Was that 2 years ago? Was that 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3. Yeah.
2 years ago. He kept that up last year too as well. So I got them at 11. I think they're gonna be pretty good. So that's where I have the Bulls at 11. Do I go ahead and go to 10?
Okay. Yep.
So this is when we start to get into play-in territory. Okay, at 10, I have the Raptors.
Okay.
Same kind of reasons. They don't really have that it factor. I think Scotty Barnes has been extremely overrated his whole entire time in the NBA. He had a good rookie season, and it's almost like we haven't seen him since then, to be honest. I don't know if that's how you feel about him, but that's kind of how I feel. His rookie year was absolutely amazing, and then like since then, it's kind of just been downhill. So I have them coming in at 10.
So at 10, I got the Miami Heat.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I got the Heat. You got the Heat higher? Well, yeah, obviously you do, but yeah, I got the Heat at 10. Again, they're a team, they didn't really make any moves in the offseason. Shoot, I don't even think they made any moves in the offseason at all. They were one of the teams that kind of just sat on their hands. They got Norman Powell, it looks like. I don't know. I guess I missed that. But again, it's just a team that kind of the same thing as last year. I did like that pick that they had, that Kasparis kid from Illinois, that guard. I did like that move.
Yeah.
I like that move a lot. But outside of that, I mean, there's just a team, they kind of relying on Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo. They do have Andrew Wiggins. They got a couple other young role players that I know they like. They got Khalil Ware. He's a good young player as well. But I don't know, man. I got to see it out of the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? Last year I thought it was a really awful year for them. Towards the end there, especially. And I don't really see them making a big splat or a big run this year. So I got them at what I said, 10.
Yep.
I got them at 10. Now. I'm on 9. So at 9, that's where I got the Indiana Pacers.
Okay.
And I still think they're a really good team. Even without, now again, Halliburton. If Halliburton's there, we talking about top 3-4 seed.
3-4, yeah, they'd be up there for me. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he's proven it. You know, I was calling him an industry.
Too, they'd be up there for me, honestly.
I forgot when I made this list. I forgot they lost Miles Turner.
Yeah.
But still, I really like the talent that they have. I'm a big fan of Andrew Nembhard, bro. I think he's actually the truth, and I think he's gonna show it this year. You know, kind of taking that lead guard role. TJ McConnell obviously is still on the team. Benny Mathurin coming off the bench. Aaron Nesmith is another player that we didn't mention earlier. And then obviously Spicy P and Obi Toppin. So I like the squad. I think they're good enough. I think they're better than all the teams that I said. You know, I think they're kind of in the same situation as the Heat right now, where they kind of missing a go-to star player. But the difference is I think the Pacers also. The Heat and the Pacers, they're extremely well coached, which is why I think they're gonna make that play in, because they're both well coached teams. So who you got at 9?
So at 9, this is probably gonna be another shocker. I have the Boston Celtics. Hear me out.
Okay.
Without Tatum's probably not gonna come back to like March, April at this point. And it might be end of year if the season's cooked already. I like Jaylen Brown. I've said this for years. I do not think Jaylen Brown can be a number one on a good team. On a team that's going to win more than 45 games. I don't think he can be a 1. Now, don't get me wrong. Is their roster still very talented? Yes. I like Peyton Pritchard. I like the guys that they have in their role player positions. They have some good players still. But again, I think Jason Tatum is the pivotal point of that. And I think him and Jaylen Brown pivot off of each other well. And now that Jaylen Brown is going to have to pretty much be the guy for the first probably 6 months to 7 months of the season, I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just going to be honest. I don't see it happening. I think they get into the play-in, and then if Tatum is back, then we'll see. But again, another one that's coming off an Achilles tear. So who knows? Who knows? So I got Boston at 9. So I guess I'll go to 8 now, right? Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
So at 8, I have the Sixers. I asked you about them off camera earlier. The reason I have the Sixers at 8 is injuries. I mean, it's just Embiid will get hurt at some point this year. Embiid will not play. I would almost put a week's paycheck. He is not going to play 65 games this year. That's a fact. We know he's going to miss at least 15 to 20 games. And I hope I'm wrong on that for his sake. But Embiid is just not able to stay healthy. If Embiid is healthy and at his best, that's a different story. But I think Embiid is not going to be healthy. You already said, I think Paul George is already hurt. Season ain't even started yet. So then you're leaning on guys like the dude that you just drafted. What's my boy name that I liked a lot? I want the Hornets to get him.
Edge, wasn't it?
Edge, something like that. And then also
Edge,
and Tyrese Maxey. You're leaning on those two young guards to kind of lead the way at that point. I don't like that. I just being honest, and I like Tyrese Maxey, but I feel like they're putting a lot of pressure already on the young rookie as is, because we know the two other big name guys are more than likely not going to be able to stay healthy. But who do you have up at 8?
So I got at 8. I'm following you. I got the Boston Celtics. So we kind of just, you know, we kind of just below each other right here. But I got the Boston Celtics. One thing I did want to mention, I don't think Jason Tatum coming back, to be honest, until the playoffs, if he come back at all.
Yeah, if he come back at all, yeah.
So that's one thing there. And I did want to mention that they did add Anthony Simons too in the offseason.
That's a good move. That is a good move.
Yeah, they traded him for Drew Holiday. I thought that was a pretty good move by them. But other than that, I agree with everything you said. I mean, they just got a pretty good roster. Jaylen Brown's gonna be their 1. I'm assuming Anthony Simons probably gonna be their 2, because they did lose. They lost Big Al Horford and they lost Kristaps Porzingis too. So that's it. Yeah, so that's really gonna be kind of tough for them. But I still think that they're, again, well coached, and I think they have enough talent to get to that 8 seed. 7 seed, I'm once again right there behind you, Philadelphia 76ers. I think they have same issue that you said. They just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, they got a good squad. They added somebody in this offseason, I think. I can't even think. I know they added VJ Edgecombe, but doggone Paul George. You know what I'm saying? They got Eric Gordon is there, Kyle Lowry is there, Tyrese Maxey is there. I mean, Jared McCann is coming back, so that's a good that's gonna be good for them. But overall, man, I just think health is gonna be the issue for them. If they can't stay healthy, then they'll be lucky to even make that 7 seed.
Yeah.
So who you got at? What are you on, 6?
I'm at 7 now. So at 7, I got the Miami Heat. Now, I know you had them lower than this. I don't care. Any Heat-led team always going to be somewhat decent, bro. It don't even matter. I think they have a decent roster. You forgot they got Andrew Wiggins now, too. They got him in that trade with the Jimmy Butler situation. So that's good. They added a pretty decent role player in Normal Powell. I kind of want to see what that Joe Fitch kid is going to come. I think this is going to be a year for him to step up and maybe into his role. They still got Bam. They still got Tyler Hero, which towards the end of the year, Tyler Hero really got it cooking last year towards the end. So I got them at 7. And again, any Coach Spo-led team, I'm just not counting out, bro. I'm sorry. I done did it too many times when they didn't have the most talented rosters. They still F around, win 45 games, 47 games. And I think that's probably where they're going to be at again this year. So I do got them at 7. At 6, I have the Milwaukee Bucks. Again, they do lose Damian Lillard, but Dame and Greek Freak wasn't working out no way. You feel me? That situation wasn't working out either way it went.
Yeah.
And they picked up Evan Turner that I was just telling you about. I really think that he was really pivotal to the Pacers run last year. So again, they picked up Turner. And again, I think people are underestimating how good that can work. Now, what's going to determine a lot for them is if if Greek Freak stays in Milwaukee. That's gonna be the play right there because it's too much talk about he want to leave and all this stuff. It wouldn't surprise me at all they trade that boy midseason. It wouldn't. Now, should they? No, I wouldn't let him go for
no,
nothing.
of course not.
But
no,
he been pushing the whole New York situation. I don't know. That's what I've been hearing. So I think it's going to depend on that. But I got them coming in at 6 because I believe in Turner and also as well Greek Freak. So who you got?
Who I got at 6, right?
Yep.
So at 6, I got the same team you just mentioned, Milwaukee Bucks. I feel like they got better this offseason, man, to be honest with you. Because they added Miles Turner, but they also added Cole Anthony and Gary Harris.
Yeah.
Right. So so those are pretty good acquisitions for them. They still got Kyle Kuzma, of course. They drafted Mark Sears. And as far as Giannis leaving, they signed both of his brothers now. They both on the team. So, Milwaukee really trying their best to keep that brother in Milwaukee. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we'll see. And I think they just signed AJ Green to a massive contract too, or a nice size contract I've seen. But at 5, and this is where now I'm talking about, 6 was really the start of the contenders, but at 5, I got your Atlanta Hawks at 5.
Okay.
I'm a big fan of what y'all have done this offseason. Love everything. Shout out to Great Barrier Thief. He just signed him a really nice extension today.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you get your bars off on the on your Hawks too here in a second. But I just wanted to say, shout out to y'all for drafting Asa Newell, and you traded for you signed and traded for Nick Alexander Walker, and then you got Kristaps Porzingis. So I think that's gonna be huge for y'all. I really like what y'all have done. Who you got at 5?
At 5, I got the Detroit Pistons. I think Detroit, we seen Cade Cunningham finally turn that corner last year. I thought before he started facing some injuries, he was looking like an MVP candidate, not gonna lie. So I think he's turned that corner. Right. I would like to see what Jalen Duren is going to do too this year. It'd be good to see him take that next step of development. Also, as well, Jaden Ivey. Where the hell are you? It'd be nice for you to take that next step as well with those guys. Because if those 3 guys come together and they all take that next step, Cade's already there. I ain't really talking about him. I'm more so talking about the 2 other ones. If those guys take that step, Detroit could be up there with the real contenders. Like, for real, for real. So I got them at 5. At 4, I got the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic is going to be a really good team this year. They made the big trade this offseason for Desmond Bane, which I think gives them some good defense. We know Desmond Bane's a lockdown on the end, on the wing. I think he's going to be a really good contributor. They already got Paulo Banchero. I'm waiting on him to take that next step, which last year, again, before he started facing injuries, he was taking that 25 a night step, essentially, easily. So I think he's going to be good. They got my boy, what's that white boy named Wagner? Franz Wagner, is that his name?
Wagner, yeah.
So they got him. He cooks up. I think that's gonna be a pretty good team, man. I'm not gonna lie. I got them winning about 50 games this year. I can see them win about 50. I ain't gonna lie. But who you got at number 4?
4. So I got Detroit Pistons, like you said. Okay. Well, you said them at 5, but I got the Pistons at 4. One thing I did want to point out too about them is Jaden Ivey. I think he just got announced with an injury. It was like yesterday. It was like yesterday morning. It was something. I know he dealt with some injuries last year as well.
Yeah, he did.
But that's the only thing to keep out for with them. But even without him, they were strong, man. I mean, they was good either way. So I think they're gonna be another team. This is somebody to look out for. I'm on 3 now.
Yeah.
So 3, I got the Orlando Magic. Myself, they don't look good this preseason. They've looked really good this preseason.
Yeah.
I know it's just preseason, but again, that Desmond Bane addition, a lot of people was worried about that trade, was curious on why they traded like 5 first-round picks or whatever it was for him. Y'all don't understand. Desmond Bane is great, man. He's a really good player. Talking about somebody that's going to give you probably 20, 22 a night.
And be a defensive stronghold for you as well on the wing.
I mean, this is a really strong acquisition. This is something that adds it only adds to their team. I mean, they upgraded from Kentavious Caldwell Pope, bro. I mean, it's as simple as that, you know. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. They have both the Wagner brothers and Franz and Mo. Um, Wendell Carter is still there, and then obviously, like you said, Paolo Banchero, who is obviously, in my opinion, one of the best young players in the NBA, and he is one of LeBron's disciples. So that just lets you know how good he is right there. But who you got at your, what are you on, 3?
Yep, I'm at 3.
Okay, let's hear
At
it.
3, I have my Atlanta Hawks, man. At 3. Look,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Quinn Snyder, you are on the clock. They have done a tremendous job this offseason. If KP is able to stay healthy, that's going to be a huge help to the Hawks. Trae Young, we need you to get back to scoring like 27 a night. But the thing is, now with the talent we have on this team, Cam, I'm really starting to wonder, is Trae Young even the best player on our team? Because when you look at guys like Jalen Johnson, before he got hurt, he was looking like he might be the best player on this team when it's all said and done. Dyson Daniels just got paid today because of his defensive efforts last year and how good he was. I think he got like 150 million or something like that today. He got crazy pay.
No,
today.
he actually only got 100, which
Oh, he
is a
got 100.
steal
Okay,
in my opinion.
Like
Yeah,
that. I knew it was something like
that's
that.
a steal.
Yeah, he got 100 million. He had a crazy year. The Hawks championship window is now. Now. It's now, brother. You've paid Dyson Daniels. You paid Jalen Johnson a year before that. You paid Trae. Trae is up for an extension technically this offseason coming up. The championship window is now. If we stink again this year, it's cooked. Blow this shit up completely because it's over. And you build around Jalen Johnson. This is the year that we got to at least get 55 wins, at least get to maybe the second round. If we can do that, I'll say, you know what? I'll take that as a successful season.
Man,
Give me 50
wins.
50 plus wins. Give me 50 wins and get me at least a series 1. I don't think with this team on paper, I don't think that's a lot to ask for, bro. I don't.
Nah, it's not. 55 probably is. That's a lot, but 50
wins, 50 plus wins.
Yeah,
bro.
that's I can see that. I can see that for sure. That's your 3.
Yep.
So you want, if you want to give me your 2.
Yep. So my number 2 is the New York Knicks. The New York Knicks, we talked about them last year. We talked about them. I said that last year. Same podcast episode last year. I said, yo, I expect the New York Knicks to be in the Eastern Conference Finals because of the talent they have. It's pretty much the same thing this year. They are one of the more talented teams in the NBA when it comes on paper. They should be the second best team in the East at worst because the number 1 team in the East, I'll just go ahead and unveil it now, it's Cleveland. And it's not really close. I think Cleveland is by far the best team in the East, especially this year. Cleveland, if you do not take this opportunity while Boston is down this year to establish yourself and at least get to the conference finals, you have failed. Straight up. Last year, you failed. Wouldn't you say for the most of the year last year, until about maybe February when Indiana got hot, Cleveland was the best team in the East by far all year last year, essentially. Until about February, March. They were the best team all season and got kicked out like first, second round. They need to at least make it to the Eastern Conference Finals this year. They need to do that because I think they are the best team in the East, and I really don't think it's close. But that's my top 3. Hawks, Knicks, and Cleveland. Cleveland got to get to the Eastern Conference Finals minimum this year.
Yeah, I agree. So my second seed is Cleveland. And my first seed is the Knicks. I think the Knicks because
okay.
Yeah, I like the Knicks. And again, it's kind of a similar situation with what you just said.
Yeah.
Cleveland, the wheels fell off last year.
Yeah.
And I kind of like the Knicks, of course. I mean, they kind of got the same squad, right? And then now I think at head coach you got Mike Brown. We got to see how that's gonna work, how that's gonna gel. Because remember they fired Tibbs after they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. So we'll see, kind of where that goes for them. But I got the Knicks at number 1 right now. So good. So I like that. Let's move over to the West real quick. Let's see what we can get done. So for the West, I'll start if that's cool with you.
Yep, go ahead.
15. I think this team is gonna be at minimum or at best the second worst team in the league. I got the Utah Jazz at 15.
Me too. We ain't even gotta go no further than that.
Yep, we ain't gotta say nothing. All right, who you got at 14 there?
At 14, I got the Trailblazers. I know they got.
I'm with you.
I know they got Dame back. I don't care. That's still a bad basketball team, bro.
He ain't gonna play, so it don't even matter. His Achilles tore the same. You know what I'm saying? He's not even playing.
He's not even gonna play. So
yeah, so it's Drew Holiday, Shaden Sharp, and who? Right?
And Scoot Henderson.
Scoot, Donovan Clingan, right?
Donovan Clingan. I mean, it's still not a good basketball team. We ain't even got to go no further into it. They're at 14. Right. You got at 13.
So at 13, man, you know what? I got the Phoenix Suns at 13, man.
I do too.
Right. So
we got the same ranking. I got them at 13 as well.
We might. They lost a lot of talent this offseason.
I feel like the West is a lot more clear and concise on like who's the worst, who's the best. But go ahead though.
Yeah. I think they just gonna stink, man. It's back to the old days, bro. Free book.
That's a 22-win basketball team at best. Especially with no Kevin Durant now at this point.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah, they back to the free book days, man.
Yeah.
Who you got at 12 then?
At 12, I got the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans ain't gonna be really that good, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think the Pelicans. Zion does look more healthy.
Yeah,
but then we don't know the injury situation with DeJounte Murray. Again, man, it's just I don't really.
He tore his Achilles too, didn't he?
He tore his Achilles as well.
Dang.
So he's probably not even going because he's tore his Achilles like in the middle of maybe like the beginning, middle of the year. So he might not even start the year. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I got them. I got them at 12.
I'm gonna put. I had them originally at 11, but I'm actually gonna put them at 12 now too for the same reason. I forgot Buddy tore his Achilles, so I'm right there with you. I'll go ahead and get my 11 though.
Yeah.
I got the Kings at 11.
I do too. Look at the same list. We might have the same freaking list. Oh, yeah. It's probably gonna change up to the top 10, but I got the Kings at 11 as well.
Yeah, I think the Kings could actually fall because they're talking about like trading some talent, some people.
Yeah, they might. Yeah,
but either way, I don't think it's gonna even matter anyway.
I mean, they just see the blow up happening with them last year when they traded my boy to the Spurs. Fox. Yeah, stupid. You can kind of see that happening.
Yeah, that was just kind of silly. Hold on, I'm my NBA fantasy draft just started. Who you got at 10?
At 10, I got the Dallas Mavericks. Hear me out.
Okay.
The reason I have the Mavericks is because for one, we already know the Kyrie Irving situation with his injuries. We already know Anthony Davis is made of glass, so he's gonna be ended up injured. Klay Thompson is washed a little bit at this point. Now they do got Cooper Flag, but he's a rookie again. So I think they're going to be not a good basketball team this year. I just don't see it, bro, in my personal opinion. So I got them at 10 for me at least.
Okay. At 10, I got the Memphis Grizzlies.
Okay, I got them at 9. So that's why I put them there. I got Memphis at 9.
Yeah. Honestly, Memphis, man, they really ain't that good to me.
They not.
To be completely frank with you.
And the thing is, you would think they would be better because Ja Morant would hopefully be able to take that next step. I ain't seen it. Like,
right.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like them first couple years, Ja Morant, and I still think he's very talented, but
yeah,
I ain't seeing it, bro.
It's one of them things. A lot of people have kind of called that out too. They've kind of said, you know, Ja, he looked like he kind of them peaked.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, it's one of those things too with Ja is that we haven't seen a lot of them these last 2 or 3 years.
Correct.
You know, some of that is due to, you know, him. Some of that is due to injury, right? But we haven't seen a lot of Ja. So I think part of it is we forgot about bro, but also when he's played, he don't look any different than when he used to, what he always
correct. Like. You don't see no improvement.
You don't see no improvement. He's a good player, a strong player. Don't get me wrong, but it's
the talent's there.
Yeah. So I got Memphis at 10. 9, I got the San Antonio Spurs.
Okay.
Okay. Again, kind of another situation. I think a lot of people are ready to crown the Spurs too early. I'm not ready. I gotta see it first. You know what I'm saying?
It's
They
the
really
Wemby
don't.
effect.
They do well. They done well in the draft. I like what they got going on. Obviously, they got Victor Wembanyama. But other than that, man, I mean, they just kind of got a good roster. But there's a lot more talented teams in the West, and there's a lot more experienced teams in the West.
Yeah.
So until they look good, got them at 9. Who you got?
So at 8, I actually have San Antonio Spurs, actually. So that's the team I got at 8, barely getting in there. Kind of same thing you said.
Who did you have at 9? Who did you say?
I put Memphis. You remember I said Memphis at 9.
Okay.
I had Memphis at 9.
Okay.
When you were saying your 10, I said I got Memphis at 9. But yeah, I had Memphis at 9, pretty much for the same reasons you said. And then at 8, I got San Antonio at 8.
Okay.
And pretty much for the same things you just said. I think people trying to crown them too quick. I think that's probably like a 43-ish win team, right around 500 probably. Again, I'm kind of with you. I think people are crowning them a little bit too quick, so I'm with you.
Yep. So that's it. That's 8. So at 8, I got Dallas Mavericks.
Okay, so we just
I got them
around a little bit. Got you.
Yeah, I got them a little lower than I think a lot of people might. Again, Kyrie is hurt.
Yeah.
Who knows how long Anthony Davis is going to stay healthy? Who knows how long Derek Lively is going to stay healthy? Yeah. And now you're relying on the number 1 overall pick, Cooper Flag, to kind of lead your team. So we'll see what happens there. I think they're going to be a really good team. If they stay healthy, I think they're going to be much higher on this list. Yeah. I just don't see them staying healthy. I don't see Kyrie coming back this early in the season anyway. So I got them at 8. 7, I got the Los Angeles Lakers.
I do too.
Okay, so we kind of on the same wavelength there.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers, man, in terms of duos, they should be. I mean, they got arguably a top 4 duo in the league right now, especially with Jason Tatum being out. Yeah. The problem is they ain't got nobody else.
Correct.
That's the main.
That depth is cooked.
Yeah, that's the main problem right there. You know what I'm saying? They did okay by adding the big fella DeAndre Ayton, but I ain't moved, man. I ain't enthused at all.
Yeah, no, so he ain't moving the needle, man.
Who you got?
So at 7, like you said, I got the Lakers as well. Then at 6, I got the Houston Rockets. I was big on the Rockets last year. I'm big on them again this year. I think they will be a playoff team with Kevin Durant added into that young core. I kind of want to see the is it Amen Thomas? Which one is in Houston? Amen, right?
Yeah.
Amen Thompson. I kind of want to see him take that next step. They obviously moved on from Jalen Green and all those guys or whatever, but I mean, I feel like Kevin Durant is going to give them something. Now, Fred VanVleet, he's hurt for the year, right? Didn't I see?
I don't know.
I thought he was out.
He might be. I don't know.
Okay, I think he's out for the year, so I am a little bit worried about. Yeah, somebody said no Fred in the comment section. That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I thought he got hurt for the year, like a couple days ago. So point guard play, I'm a little concerned about for them overall, but I think I still am believing in Kevin Durant and Jabari Smith and those guys there. And like I said, the Thompson twin, I kind of want to see what he's going to do as well, but I got them at 6. Who got at 6?
They starting a man at point guard. I did see
that.
They just announced that today.
Okay.
Yeah. I just seen that today. At 6, I got the Warriors at 6.
Okay.
And the reason I have the Warriors at 6,
Warriors way higher than you. So we'll talk about it, but I'm believing in the Warriors juice. But go ahead though.
Yeah, the reason I got the Warriors at 6 is, number 1, they're the oldest team in the league, and number 2, they're the shortest team in the league. Now I know that's kind of been a trend for them the last couple of years.
Not to cut you off, if you look at what they did towards the end of last year, they were the hottest team in the NBA from like March on into the playoffs. I think they just turned it up a little too late. But that's just my opinion. We'll get into it when I get to my part of it. But go ahead.
They were. I mean, they're a good team. Don't get me wrong. I just like all the 5 teams I got ahead of them. Well, you know what, bro? I'm gonna leave them where I have them. But the 5 teams I have ahead of them, I'm a big fan of what they got going on as well. Okay. So that's why I got the Warriors at 6. Don't get me wrong, though. We in contenders territory now. We in legitimate contenders territory.
So at 5, who you got?
Who I got at 5? I got
Yep, I'm gonna let you go.
So
Who
I
you
got
got
the
at
Clippers
5?
at 5.
I got the Clippers at 5 as well. I think with the veteran group they got, is again kind of like you just said. It's same thing I said about the Hawks. Low key can definitely say the same thing about the Clippers. They don't win no championship this year. It ain't happening.
Time to nuke it.
I mean, that's just
Gotta
what it
nuke
is.
it. Yep,
You got that veteran of a team with that many scores. Some gotta give. So I got them at 5.
They got a squad, man. They really have.
They got a really good team.
They have no excuse to not win it all this year. And I don't care what the other teams in the league look like. You're experienced.
Yeah,
I'm talking. You got experience everywhere, every single position. You brought CP3 back. You got James Harden, who's still getting it done, in my opinion. You got Kawhi Leonard, who still, he might not be getting it done at the same level, but he's still getting it done. I mean, you got well, who they got what's my man name? The big fella. Zubats.
Yeah.
They got Zubats, man. He's, and in my opinion, Zubats should have made All NBA last year. He was All NBA defensive team. I thought he was outstanding last year. He might even be he's low key outside of probably Harden. He probably their best player. And I don't mean no disrespect to a Kawhi, but Zubats is there. He's healthy.
Yeah,
he's
healthy.
You know what I'm saying? And Harden stays. So I like the Clippers a lot, man. But
I do too.
Who you got at 4 then?
At 4, I got the Minnesota Timberwolves. Again, Anthony Edwards is always going to have them in play to be a top 5 team as long as he's there. So I got them coming in at 4. Again, just I would like to see if he could. I think what I need to see from Ant is, can he lead this team and also as well bring everybody else up with him? You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at with it. I thought Julius Randle did some good things for them last year. But again, I think that, I forgot Clippers got Bradley Beal too. We forgot to bring that up. So again, they loaded, man. Just to talk about the Clippers one more time. They loaded. But back to my point though, Minnesota is who I got at 4. Who you got at 4?
So at 4, I got my Denver Nuggets.
Okay.
Right? So the Nuggets, man, I'm a big fan of obviously what we've done in the offseason. I love everything that we got going on. I'm a huge fan of what we got going on.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing about it is, a team I have ahead of us has been our kryptonite the last couple of years, as well as we got a brand new head coach that I like his energy, but I don't know exactly what he brings to the table yet. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to see a little, I got to see a little bit from my Nuggets, but I got us at 4. But again, like I said, we are in contenders territory. So I full well believe that the Nuggets can win the championship this year. But who you got at, where we at, 3? Or you want me to go 3?
I'm going to go ahead and go my top 3. My 3 is Denver Nuggets because of the reason what you said. I think y'all made some really good moves this offseason. You still got the best player in basketball, which is Jokic. I don't care what nobody says. He's still the best player in basketball right now and been the best player in basketball really since COVID, honestly, to be quite frank.
Yeah.
So
that's true.
You got the best player in basketball. At 2, I am believing in Golden State. I'm serious. What they did at the end of last year was really special. What I need to see from them, if they can continue to build that chemistry with Jimmy Butler, right? Steph Curry, and what about Kuminga? I think he's the silent piece nobody talks about on that team. If Kuminga can take that next step of his development, it could be good for them. I got them at 2 and at 1. I don't think nobody's even sniffing this team's jockstrap. It's OKC, and honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and lay it out now. They're going to win the championship again this year. I don't see anybody beating them, in my personal opinion. Straight up. But that's my top 3.
So at 3, I have the Houston Rockets. So I'm much higher than
you. You much higher than me. Yeah.
I like a lot what they got going on. I think they should, on paper, they should be considered best or second best team in the league. But again, it's kind of one of those things where the Kevin Durant experience, same thing happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? They kind of fizzle out for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
I think it can change this year because they have a legitimate head coach and they got legitimate talent all over. You got Sengun, you got Amen Thompson. Now you add Kevin Durant to the mix. Jabari Smith. I mean, you got a really good team there, right? But My number 2 seed is the Minnesota Timberwolves. And the reason why I got them so high is because they made the Western Conference Finals, I think, 2 years in a row now. All right. So I have no reason to not put them any less than 2 because they're gonna be if you go based off of the last 2 seasons, they're gonna be there at the end. You know what I'm saying? If you win the NBA championship, you had to beat the Minnesota Timberwolves to get there. So I think I got them at the number 2 seed, and of course, number 1 seed, Oklahoma City Thunder. Nobody's gonna be surprised by that. They are the best team in the league by far.
It's not even close, bro.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But now again, only thing about it is we really gotta see, is this gonna be the first year in about, I think, 8 years that we have a repeat champion in the NBA. You say you think it is gonna be a repeat champ, right? You say
I do. I don't think nobody's beating OKC. I don't see not one team standing in OKC's way at this point, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Especially if Boston's not fully. I would say Boston and Cleveland. And I'm not gonna lie, maybe I can't believe I'm saying this. Maybe the Clippers too, because of the experience. But I just don't see nobody beating them this year, bro. I'm gonna be honest. If Boston was fully crewed up and loaded up, maybe. Cleveland, maybe, but I think OKC. We talked about this last year on the pod. I told you, I think OKC is on a dynasty run. I think they're on. I think this is the start of it. I think they are the next Warriors. I think they are the next Lakers in the early 2000s. I think they're that.
Let me say this. I think the Thunder's biggest threat is going to be in the West. I don't think nobody in the East can really compete. You know what I mean? No. I don't think, because I don't believe in Cleveland at all, really. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see. Yeah,
you've been telling me you ain't no believer in Cleveland.
No, I got to see it, man. There,
but they got to do it. I can't blame you. They got to do it, man.
I think I said this last season on the pod, but they remind me of the Toronto Raptors, bro. Like the Raptors that was DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry led. That's who they remind me of. They gonna always be at the top of the East. They gonna always do what they got to do. But when it come playoff time, they gonna fumble somehow, some way. That's who they remind me of. So until I see it from Cleveland, I ain't believing in them. The Knicks that made the Eastern Conference Finals about 2 years in a row or something like that. I think the Pacers that made it 2 years in a row. And they look, again, they're depleted. But if they was healthy, I would believe in them getting back to the finals more than I would believe in Cleveland, to be completely frank with you. But that's really gonna wrap up our NBA talk today. T, we can do the Immaculate Grid later on in the episode if we got time.
Okay.
But if you want to just move on to college football now, we can. If that's cool with you.
Yeah. I know we spent a long time on basketball, but we really wanted to give y'all some basketball stuff since basketball kicks off, tomorrow. So we really wanted to give y'all a full basketball episode, and we'll start getting to more basketball, when football season kind of calms down a little bit more. But let's get into college football. I don't know. This was breaking news right before we got on, Cam. Bryant Wesco, Clemson wide receiver, out for the year. Neck injury. I didn't see that until we actually was live. So I wanted to send a prayer up to him. I didn't get to see the game on live, on Saturday. So prayers up. I really didn't get to see the play where he, hurt his neck, but he's done for the year. It sounds like it's pretty bad.
It's serious, man.
Yeah, it sounds like it's a pretty serious injury. I know Dabo said something about he's, happy that he's okay. But we just wanted to send a prayers up to Bryant Wesco Jr. And we're just wishing for the best, man. He was having a tremendous season too, which really sucks how good of a season he was having. So just prayers up to him. And we just wanted to send our, prayers to him and his family during this time. But it sounded like it was a very serious injury. But we did want to give him Bryant Wesco Jr. We wanted to give him prayers before we started, getting into the college football and ripping into coaches and all that. But with that being said, Cam, let's go ahead and jump into the ripping of coaches. Since we're talking about Clemson, let's just start with Dabo. There's a lot of coaches that have been fired. AB, hold on. We're going to get to Billy Napier getting fired. I know you're excited about that. We're going to get to Mike Norvell. I think he's on his way out. I think Luke Fickle at Wisconsin's going to be on his way out. We're going to get into all that tonight. We're going to get into all that. Cam, Clemson loses another game. Tell me the stat that you told me when I was in the car on the way back from homecoming. What was the stat that you gave me what was that, Saturday night when I was on the way back from homecoming? What was the stat you gave me?
So the Clemson Tigers have not beat a Power 4 opponent at home in over a calendar year. October 17th was the last day. October 17th, 2024 was the last time the Clemson Tigers have beat a Power 4 opponent at home. Death Valley, by the way.
We're talking about a place where Clemson didn't lose a home game for like 6 years straight.
Yeah, man.
We're talking about a place where Clemson didn't lose a home game for 6 years straight. And they are now, I think they said 6 in the last 7 they've lost at home. Have not won a home P4 game in a calendar year. Dabo. This is unexcusable, fam. It's unexcusable, fam. It's to the point now, man. I'm gonna come out and say it. I was calling for Dabo's job in 2023. Was it a little premature? Yeah, probably was. I'll be honest. I think now, Cam, I don't think Dabo will be fired this year because there's 60 million reasons why he will not be fired. But I will tell you this. Mike Norvell's buyout is $57 million, I believe. If he gets fired this year, I think Dabo has one more year. I think Dabo will have next year. And if they stink next year, I think Dabo is canned. And I hate to say it. I will say it because people seem to be like, oh, well, Dabo's did all of this for us and we will never be able to repay him. And he's helped us so much to get. And I'm not lying. They're right, though. I do. Before I rip into Dabo, I will give them credit. Dabo is the best Clemson head coach of any sport of all time. No doubt about it. It's not even a question. Build the man a statue. Name the field after him. That all should happen. So as the face of, because people look at me as the face of like fire Dabo crowd. They look at me as the face of that. Dabo, I want to repeat this again because Clemson players and fans and all that watch this podcast. I already told you a couple months ago, word got back to Dabo about what I said about him on the podcast. He watches. He sees what's going on. So I want to make this clear before I say what I'm about to say. Dabo is the best coach in Clemson football history, without a doubt. He 100% deserves a statue when he decides to retire, get fired, leave, whatever. Dabo deserves a statue. Dabo built the program to what it is now. All of that is true. I'm not disagreeing with y'all on that. What I am disagreeing with y'all on is I'm not going to let the program's standard continue this downfall because Dabo doesn't want to change. That's my issue. Should Dabo be given a chance to change? Yes. But guess what, Cam? He's had 3 or 4 years now to have that opportunity to change. Cam, if Miami does not lose to Georgia Tech last year and we don't make it to the ACC championship game last year, we will be on a 5-year skid of not making the playoffs. We'd be on a 5-year skid because we ain't making it this year. So you might as well count that out. We wouldn't have been made the playoffs since 2020 if it wasn't for that lucky ass crap that happened last year. 5 years. Clemson is known as a top 12 program perennially. We would have missed the playoffs again last year if it wasn't for luck. Let's be honest here. We would have missed the playoffs again. It's getting to a point now, I think, that we just got to be honest. The game has passed Dabo. This NIL transfer portal has passed Dabo. And I'm sorry, I don't think he'll change. And I think his time is up. It's up. He had a great run. He had a great career. But if you said, Tony, put a whole 2 weeks paycheck, Dabo wins another national championship this year, I would put my money up because I don't think he will. Not operating how he is right now. If he doesn't change his philosophy, It's cooked. You look at the whole coaching staff, Cam. Former Clemson player, never had coaching experience. Former Clemson player that never had coaching experience. Former Clemson player that only coached 1 year at Daniel High School. No experience, but former Clemson. Look at the daggone coaching staff. I'm sorry, bro. At some point, man, it's not on the coaches no more. It's not on the even players. It's on Dabo, man. He's in control of all that. I think Dabo's seat should be warm today, bro. It should be pretty freaking warm. I think it should be because it's – dude, I don't know if we make a bowl game this year. Do you think we make a bowl game at this point? Because I don't know. I think Duke is a better team than us. We still got to play them. We play Florida State. We both pretty terrible, so that could go either way. I think we play some sorry team like Furman or something like that. We should get a win there. And we play South Carolina still. We play Louisville, who's definitely better than us. Dude, I don't know. I don't see 6 wins. We're gonna probably Louisville's an L. They just beat the number 2 team in the country. That's an L. We're losing that game for sure. We got South Carolina
probably getting blued out.
Yeah, we're 100% getting blued out by Louisville. We got Florida State, South Carolina. I think Duke is blowing us out. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Duke is beating us as well. I think Duke is beating us too at home. Another home L coming off a bye week.
Sick.
I'm at the point now, man. I think we just got to start being honest, man. I think time has passed Dabo, and I think it's over. I mean, it's no other way to cut the cheese. I think it's over. I think at best, what Clemson will be, as long as Dabo is there, is average. They'll be an average football program, and that's just what it is. I don't even think we're going to be good anymore. I think we're going to be average, 7-5, 6-6, if we keep on at this pace. But floor is yours.
I mean, listen, I think so. First and foremost, Clemson's best chance of making a bowl this year is you got to beat Florida State, you got to beat Furman, and you got to beat South Carolina. That's the only option.
Yeah.
Because me and you both agree we'd losing to Duke and Louisville.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Those two.
We've lost to worse teams already. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. I really don't think Clemson makes a bowl this year, which is kind of crazy to say.
So you think they drop one of those 3 games?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I still think, I know they ain't look good this year, but I still think South Carolina better than us, bro.
I do too.
You know what I'm saying? Florida State, I'm not giving them the satisfaction of saying it, so I'm not even gonna go.
I mean, they lost to Stanford, so
yeah,
it's like that one the same level of trash.
Yeah, that one can really be a toss up. They do have they offense is at least it at least clicks a little bit better than ours, I would say. I don't even know if I can say that though. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Stanford, brother.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. But anyway, Clemson's best chance is you got to beat Florida State, you got to beat Furman, you got to beat South Carolina. That's just really all you got. Because the thing is, I look at Dabo's team right now, and it's almost like they have this preconceived notion. I mean, they have a loser mentality, man.
Yeah, they do.
And that's not something that we used to saying about a Clemson team. You know what I'm saying? Clemson, what I saw against Syracuse, Dabo, first and foremost, Dabo gave up against Syracuse. He said in the interview while on the field, while the team was still playing, they just got to finish. And we was only down 14 or something like that at the time, 21, something like that. You know what I mean? But this was like heading into the fourth quarter, so you still had a quarter of football to play. Things change quick in college football. Yeah. Shoot, as we've seen over the weekend, and we'll talk about it later, things change quick in NFL football. So you can really, you know what I'm saying? There was no reason for him to give up like that, but he absolutely did. The Georgia Tech game was awful. This game this weekend was awful. I mean, it's just I don't know, T. I really don't, bro. I mean, I don't want to get to the point where I'm hating Clemson like I do the Carolina Panthers. I don't want to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to try to be as positive as I can be, as positive as possible. Because I don't want to get to a point where I'm watching the Carolina Panthers and I'm expecting an L. You know what I'm saying? Like I do with them. Or that is gotten to the point where Because at one point I was wanting the Panthers to lose because I was just so used to it. You know what I'm saying? And it just felt good to watch them lose because everything I was saying was happening. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get like that with Clemson. You know what I mean? I still want Clemson to win every single game. Like even this weekend, Cade was out. I was like, man, I just want Clemson to go out there and win. I don't care how it happens. I don't care if it's the ugliest win in history. It didn't happen. I thought CV looked good, but at the end of the day, man, nothing about this team impresses me. And it makes it really bad when you have a team like a Clemson that was this talented on paper and they come out and do nothing.
That defense is just dog crap, man.
Listen, man, you know what? I want to.
I do think Wes Goodman was trash, but dude, at this point, do we have to just look at Dabo and who is recruiting these players and saying you're just falling short? And I think DJ Reader had iterated on Twitter the same thing I have been saying for years.
Me too.
There are too many two-parent household goody two-shoe guys on Clemson's football team. There's no guys with any edge. There's no guys with any dog in them. There's no guys with any fight. It's just like, oh, yep, I know if this football stuff doesn't work out, I can just graduate and go work at my mom's and dad's law firm. Like, these guys don't have any dogs. And Clemson, you talked about it on the phone. If you don't mind me bringing it up, you said, Tony, when I was looking at on the sideline, they showed Cade. And then they showed the 4-star recruit from Arizona. I think his name is Tate Reynolds. And you said, Tony, they look just alike. It's like
he looked like CV. He looked like CV.
Yeah, he like CV. That's what you said. He like CV. He was like, it's almost like they got a type. At this point, man, I'm just out on Dabo, man. I'm just kind of like, I'm tired of it. I'm out, man. I love him. I always will love him. He's brought me the most sports happiness of my life. I'm just kind of done with it, man. I'm done. Yeah. I think there's more L's to come. And if he doesn't make a bowl game this year and breaks Clemson like 25-year streak of not making a bowl game, his seat should be firmly hot going into next year. Firmly hot. But again,
Go ahead. Finish what you were saying. My bad.
Go ahead. No, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Listen, when you say firmly hot, because I'm looking at all these coaches that have been fired this year, bro. Mike Gundy got fired, and he pretty much had a lifetime contract at Oklahoma State for less. You know what I'm saying? Doggone James Franklin got fired. One play away from the national championship last year.
Yeah.
He black though, so you know how that goes. Who else then got fired this year, bro? It's so many coaches that are reportedly on the hot. Billy Napier just got fired. Mike Norvell is probably gonna get fired. All these coaches, they not living up to the standard of the university. Dabo built this standard, and he not even living up to it no more. That's the sad part about it. You built the standard. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And it's like,
correct.
Have you forgotten? Where you brought this university from? Have you forgotten, what we used to be? The guys that you used to recruit. Who are we missing? What happened to where we no longer recruiting the Christian Wilkins and the Dexter Lawrences of the world? What happened to that? Where are they at? You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you what happened, Cam. Are you ready for this? Hold on. Slow down. Are you ready for this? What has happened and what we didn't realize is, and this is okay because a lot of good coaches are helped by their coordinators. I think we didn't give Brent Venables and Tony Elliott and Jeff Scott enough credit during those times.
No. Yep.
I think that's what I'm starting to realize now. That those guys didn't get enough credit. Not saying that Dabo didn't have nothing to do with it, but they was kind of low-key carrying Dabo a little bit, especially Brent Venables, because that defense just looks god-awful with whoever gets back there at coordinator. I think we didn't give enough credit to like the Tony Elliott's of the world, those type Jeff Scott, those type of individuals, Brent Venables, we didn't give enough credit to those guys when they were at Clemson. They deserved a lot more credit than what they was getting. Dabo was getting all the praise, but he probably should have got a good bit of the praise. But those guys should have got a good bit of it too, is what we're probably seeing now.
Yeah.
And if you look at what Tony Elliott is doing at Virginia, and then you look at what Brent Venables is doing at Oklahoma, you can see it's translating over there. So again, I think we probably not giving enough credit to them coordinators. That's what happened. And I think Dabo got complacent as well. He like, I won 2 nationals, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Which that's a great career. 2 national championships, that's 1 national championship, amazing. He got 2 within 2 years of each other. Like, so I get it. I want to move on to the other side of the state. Shane Beamer, brother, your seat's getting a little hot too.
Yeah, man.
Your seat's getting a little hot too as well, because when you look at that schedule they got coming up, 3-7 is on the horizon. They got Alabama this weekend, who I think is playing like the best team in the country right now, not named Ohio State. They have Ole Miss after that, who again, they lost to Georgia, but in a close game in Athens. And they got Texas A&M, who's also playing like a top 5 team in college football right now. Where's the wins, Cam? Where's the wins? I don't see the wins for Shane Beamer. And then there's speculation that he might go to Virginia Tech because that's where he's from and his dad coached there, yada, yada, yada. I don't know nothing about that, but that's what I was hearing. I think Shane Beamer might have already reached his peak. And I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to give the ops a little bit of credit. South Carolina's just a hard place to win, man. It's just the facts. You're stuck. You got to be honest. You're stuck between Georgia, who's had a lot of success the last couple of years, right? In Athens, about 3 hours away. Then you got the team upstate in South Carolina and Clemson that's had a lot of success. Now, we're on a downhill spiral now, but they've had a lot of success in the last couple of years. So you're sandwiched between 2 low-key prominent programs that have had success that are in your backyard. So that's tough. South Carolina's not known as no place to win national championships and do all. It's never been known as that. Never has been. So to be fair, it's a rough school to win at. But I think the peak for them is 9 wins. I think what Spurrier did is unheard of and probably won't happen in a while. And I think Shane Beamer even is starting to realize, oh, yeah, this is going to be tough. And I think that, again, I think we're looking at a situation where if this thing goes off the rails, don't let them go 4-8 and lose to Clemson at the end of the year. It could get spicy for Shane Beamer. It could. But that's all I got. I could see him getting canned. I'm not even going. At first, I'm like, no, I could never see Shane Beamer getting canned. The way they looked on Saturday and the way they just looked completely outmatched, and that offense is god-awful, I'm not going to lie, man. I could see Shane Beamer getting the boot, dude. I'm not going to hold you.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've been kind of toying with it. He usually have a good year here and there. I think he's a good coach too.
I think he is too.
It's just South Carolina. I think they looking for, again, coaching in the SEC is impossible, man. Yeah. It's impossible. If you're not Alabama, if you're not Georgia, you know what I'm saying? At this point, if you're not Tennessee, Texas, Oklahoma, A&M, Ole Miss, if you not one of those teams I just named, you probably not gonna have no success in the conference. You know what I'm saying? Missouri sneak in every now and then, but you look at teams like Arkansas, right? You look at teams like South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Vanderbilt's starting to even get better. And that's kind of making it worse for all these other teams because it's all these other coaches, because it's like, man, shoot, if Vanderbilt can beat these good teams, then y'all really ain't got no excuse. So, LSU as well. Forgot about them. But everybody else in the SEC, Florida, just a hard time. Mississippi State. They can't, they Auburn. All these teams just have an impossible time of winning in the SEC. And those are the worst jobs to have in America. If you coaching at one of those universities, your seat is hot after 2 years. Mm-hmm. Actually, it's warm after 1 year and it's hot after 2. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it really sucks for a lot of those coaches, because a lot of those coaches are actually decent head coaches, but they just not gonna be able to get it done in the SEC. And so as far as Beamer, man, I think his best bet, I think him and James Franklin, they best bet is to go to the ACC, try to make it a stronger conference. You got Virginia Tech's job is open, right? That's going to be a hot one, I think, for both of those guys. I think both of those dudes could do something there. And then Florida State. I can see Beamer going to Virginia Tech, and I can see Franklin going to FSU. Then if that happens, I think you got a strong conference.
And don't be surprised if that Carolina or NC State job come open too. Yeah, because I can see either one of them coming open.
Yep. And they might sneak a strong head coach up in there. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you's a fire head coach, I think honestly your best bet is to try to go to the ACC and sneak one of them free playoff spots out of the ACC. I think that's your best bet.
Let me give you one more coach that hasn't been fired yet, but I think he's on his way out. You talk about this school all the time and how pretty much every year you're on the hot seat. Hugh Freeze at Auburn is another one. He on his way. He on his way out, man. It is. Yeah. Me and you have talked about it on this pod for several years now. Them schools like Texas, Auburn, Florida, you're going to be on that hot seat as soon. And it's year 3. He going to get canned. His time.
It's year 3? Yeah, it's done.
And I'm going to tell you another one, too. Brian Kelly losing to Vanderbilt like that. You on your way, too, brother.
Yeah.
You on your way. Brian Kelly ain't safe either. I think he potentially this could be the craziest coaching carousel we've ever seen. Yeah. I'm not even holding you. It could be crazy because I think a few more losses, I think he's gonna find himself in that unemployment line too.
Yeah, and I'm no fan of Brian Kelly at all. I don't think he's a good coach. To be completely frank with you, you know what I'm saying, there's worse coaches out there.
I'm a fan of him, but I'm like,
yeah, there's worse coaches out there for sure, but he ain't nobody to write home about, man. And I think LSU, and the thing about him is like, did you see what he said? You saw what he said this weekend about LSU fans? Did you see that?
No,
And again, once this happens, as soon as this word comes out your mouth, it's probably cooked. As soon as this word comes out your mouth, he said the S word. He called him spoiled. Soon as you say that, say that, it's cooked, bro. I promise you. You see what happened to the Baltimore Ravens. Kyle Hamilton said the fans were spoiled this year, and they ain't won a game since, right? LSU, he said they were spoiled, lost to Vanderbilt. Doggone Clemson, Dabo even mentioned that fans was getting a little spoiled. And we garbage. You know what I'm saying? If you say that word spoiled, if you calling fans spoiled, your season is cooked. That is a death wish right there. That's a death wish. But yeah, man, I think so, man. If you wanna you got another topic for college football, or you want to move on?
I'll do one more thing. We gotta talk about Billy Napier getting fired real quick.
Oh yeah, of course.
We're gonna move on to NFL real shortly.
Of course.
Billy Napier getting fired, 21-22, I think, record or something like that. Again, Florida's gonna be a very attractive job, but again, it's one of those places where if you don't compete and perform early, you're gonna be on. I mean, shit, was Billy Napier, was he ever not on the chopping block there? No. I feel like the whole time he was there, he was like on the hot seat.
Yeah.
Like literally, like especially the last 2 years for sure. It felt like he only been there, 3 years? 3-4 years?
Yeah,
3 years. Like every year he was on the hot seat. So again, you're gonna go now. I will give Florida fans a little bit of back though on this. Florida gonna put the resources out there. They got one of the best NIL collectives. They got one of the best, you know what I'm saying, recruiting pipelines when it comes to Florida. So he gonna be able to get talent. Whoever come there, if they're a good coach. I know they talking about Lane Kiffin heavy. I think AB just put in the comment. They talking about Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin's always looked up to Spurrier. They say that's a job he's always been interested in because he looked up to Spurrier. I think they say he even grew up like a Florida Gator fan because of that. So maybe Lane Kiffin decides to leave Ole Miss to go to Florida, which I'm not gonna lie, I think that would be a good move from him because Ole Miss seems like a college like they just kind of capped at a certain level. Like where they at now is probably the best they'll ever be. And that's just a fact. There's more Florida, there's more resources and money at Florida. So I'm not mad at it. But again, man, I am interested to see how that hiring process goes. But I just wanted to say that real quick about Billy Napier getting fired. But I know I got AB happy. AB had been calling it all week, like Tony, he getting fired.
Yeah, regardless. He is.
Shout out to AB. He was on it first. He was telling me that was like last Monday. He was telling me that like a week ago, like, oh, he getting fired regardless, bro. It don't really matter.
Yeah.
So shout out to AB. He in the comments.
I was surprised.
Yeah, he called it. He said, win or lose, he gonna get fired, bro.
Yeah.
Sure enough, he got fired, win or loss. So, cause they beat Mississippi State on Saturday, didn't they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't won 2 in a row, right? Didn't they just beat Didn't they just beat Texas last week? Or no?
Yeah,
or is that the week before?
They beat Texas.
That's what I'm saying. So that's kind of crazy.
He said they was gonna fire him regardless. So shout out to AB. He was right on that.
They was booing him on the way out the stadium. Real quick,
let's hit this real quick, and then we're gonna get up out of here.
Real quick before we move on, I got a couple stadiums for you. Since we're talking college ball,
go ahead.
Since we're talking college football, I got a couple stadiums for you.
Yep.
And I want to see if you can guess the team, okay? Yeah. So guess the college football team. These probably gonna be a little easy for you because you a college football fanatic.
I am.
But it's a couple of these in here that I think gonna throw you for a loop. All right.
Okay.
So let's go. The first one, Donald W. Reynolds Stadium.
Donald W. Reynolds. Hold on. Is that Wisconsin?
Nope.
Is that hold on? You said say it again.
Donald W. Reynolds Stadium. Now there's another word in there, but if it's the team name, if I say it. It might be called Reynolds Stadium, but
okay. Now I'm drawing. It's a couple schools I'm thinking about. It's not Wisconsin, right? You said it's not. Is it Oklahoma?
I give you a hint though. The same colors as both of those teams.
Arkansas.
Yep.
Okay, yep. I knew it was one of those three. I didn't know which one though. I knew it was one of the three though.
All right. This one should be. I should have started with this one. This one should be easy. But Robert K. Kraft Field at Gillette Stadium.
Not easy. Say that again. Hold on. What?
Hold on. This might be wrong. Hold on. That ain't right. Hold on.
Right, Robert K. Kraft. Ain't that the
hold on? That ain't
Patriots owner.
That ain't right. Hold on. It can't be right. No shot. Yeah, that's dead wrong.
Oh, about to say what?
This why yeah, that's the Patriots Stadium, but this why you can't use Chat GPT. But
wait, what?
Yeah, it's called Alumni Stadium, which is that ain't gonna help you. But
hold on, the stadium you asked me about is called Alumni Stadium.
Yeah,
ain't that Boston College?
That's Boston College. Yeah,
I knew that. Yeah,
I don't know. That's why you can't see. That's why y'all don't use AI because they will mess you up. I got one for you right here. Now a lot of these are field names too. Okay. Because the stadium. So right, this one right here, I don't know how you say it. I'm guessing it's Faro Field at Memorial Stadium. Is
that Missouri?
That's it. That's Missouri.
Okay, I thought that was Missouri. Yep. I had to think through it, but I thought that was Missouri. Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. I got another one for you. And hold on. Make sure I got the right one. All right. Boone Pickens Stadium.
Oh, I know that one. Boone Pickens Stadium. Is that? That's not Mississippi State, is it?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Boone Pickens. I swear I know that name. Boone Pickens Stadium.
Boone Pickens Stadium.
No, it's not that. I don't know why I thought it was what you call it. Boone Pickens Stadium. Now that one I'm drawing a little bit. It's got to be somewhere I'm thinking like Midwest, Southwest, Texas, Oklahoma-ish area is what I'm thinking. That's not Oklahoma State, is it?
Yep.
Oh, it is Oklahoma State. Okay.
Yep, Oklahoma State.
Boone Pickens State, yeah.
This one should be pretty easy. I got three more for you. This one should be easy. Wallace Wade Stadium.
Oh, that's easy. That's right up the road. That's
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Kinnick Stadium.
Say that again. Which one was that?
Kinnick Stadium.
Oh, I know that one too. That's Iowa, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last
I know
one.
about college football now. That I know.
Yeah. And then I think this is Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
That's out in Utah somewhere, right? Yeah, I told you. I know. It's either BYU or Utah.
Bro.
Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I told you, bro. I be
Yeah.
knowing. I know my college football. It's either Utah or
Yeah.
BYU. Which one is it?
It's it's BYU.
I knew it was one of them. I couldn't remember which
Yeah.
one it was, but I knew it was Utah, one of the Utah schools. I told you, bro. I know my college football. Now, college football stats and facts. I know that. I ain't gonna lie.
I got one that's gonna throw you for a loop. Then.
Okay, probably will. Let's see.
Man, why they asking me to verify? Hold on. All right, let's see if you can get this one. This is a real small school.
Oh, yeah.
I think they FBS though.
Okay, go ahead, give it to me.
Hancock Whitney Stadium.
Oh, yeah, I have no idea.
You don't know that one?
Hancock Whitney, you said?
Yeah. He said selling Hancock Whitney Stadium.
And it's a small school.
Yep.
Could you at least give me the area? Like not the area, but like what part of the country at least?
They southeast. They in the Bible Belt.
Okay, they're in the Bible Belt.
Yep. I'll give you a
hint. App State is
Kid
Brewer, so I know that's not it. I know it's not in the North Carolina schools.
I give you a hint. They're not in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, or Florida. So it's one of them other states. So that leaves you.
What now?
They're not in Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, or Florida. So that just leaves you the three other states. Well, I guess, or not in Tennessee either. So that leaves you Georgia, Alabama, and Louisiana. There's one of them three states.
I don't know who state that is. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
That's University of South Alabama.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that. Not gonna lie.
That was one of the ones. That was one of the ones that came up. But shoot, you did good. Hey, look, that I thought that Lavelle Edwards was gonna throw you off.
I knew that was you. I knew it was one of the Utah schools. I just didn't know which one. I figured it was BYU, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. No, I'm with AB. When I see that name Lavelle, I'm like, that sounds like a black dude. It can't be nobody in
that with the Mormons, ain't it? Let's hit the NFL real quickly. I really just want to talk about the Giants.
Oh yeah, man.
We gonna make this quick, bro. We gonna get out of here in the next 2 or 3 minutes, dude. The Giants, bro. How do you even do that, bro? How do you even do that? You literally blew a 30-point, bro. Didn't they score 30 points in the fourth quarter? Am I tripping? Is that what they said yesterday?
They scored 33.
33 points in the fourth quarter. 33. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm not gonna hold you. Brush shouldn't have had a job this morning. I'm not even gonna lie. It's already like for him anyway. What's Dayball? He should be Jover, bro. It's cooked. You just blew a 33-point lead in the fourth quarter, bro. I'm done. Cause wasn't it like 19-0 in the fourth quarter or something like that?
19-0. Broncos ain't have no points, bro. They had no points.
And then didn't the Giants go up like 26-0?
No, it was 26-8. 26-8.
Yeah, Dayball should be unemployed, man. That's. I don't think I've ever seen a letdown like that. Even like that's more than the Super Bowl.
I think that's I want to say they said that was the biggest comeback in the fourth quarter in NFL history.
Gotta be.
That's for a team that didn't have no points.
33 points in one quarter is crazy.
Like in one quarter, yeah.
That's in one quarter, like that's a fireable offense. Everybody should have been fired. If I was a Giants owner, I would have fired everybody this morning. OC, DC, head coach, everybody would be gone. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I think Dayball's on borrowed time at this point, bro. I think he thought And honestly, the last 2 weeks they had looked good. They looked good against the Eagles. Then they looked good yesterday. I was like, oh, Giants starting to turn a corner. Yep. This is detrimental. I think you got to go ahead and move on from Daboll, bro. In my personal opinion, I think it's over with.
I agree. Can I say this too?
Yeah.
About the Giants. One thing I gotta say, man, I'm actually looking at their future and thinking like, man, they might have a little something.
They got something. They do.
Yeah, they might.
I don't disagree with you. Them two white boys. And I wasn't big on Dart or Cam Scatterboo coming out the draft. But both of them boys is playing. They
playing
something.
ball. They playing ball defensively too, man.
Defense look good too. I think Brian Burns was leading the league in sacks at one point. I don't know if he still is or not, but
third.
Like they got something, bro. Like it's just I don't know, but they got something with Scatterboo and Dart too. Dart ain't been terrible, bro. Like
nope.
They got something, man.
I ain't gonna lie. I was more impressed with Dart in the fourth quarter than I was in any of the other quarters.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Because in the fourth quarter, I mean, he was slinging that rock, man. I'm telling you, like he was rolling out the pocket, and I'm talking, he was throwing it deep. Like I didn't know he had it in him like that. Like he actually looked like a vet out there. You know what I'm saying? And I thought
they should have never brought in Russell Wilson. Dart low key ready, bro.
Yeah, he was ready. Yeah, that was
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the biggest Dart fan, but I'm just keeping it a band. Like he ready, bro. Like he ready, bro.
He looked good, and I thought, and I hate to say it because I'm not a fan of this dude either, but I thought Bo Nix looked really good in the 4-2.
He did.
When I tell you he was clutch, I'm talking he was doing it as a runner and a passer in the 4. So I was really impressed with him. I still can't stand Sean Payton. I still think he's a devil's worshiper. I still don't like him at all. And the hate watch was unsuccessful yesterday, and I hate the Giants for that because I was enjoying myself watching them getting BTA, getting blued out, and they came back like that. That was embarrassing, bro. So yeah, I agree. Daboll should be fired for sure. 100%. Let me ask you this before we close it out. Let me ask you this, man. Give me your thoughts on the Carolina Panthers versus the Jets.
I was just about to say that before we go. Listen, the Panthers didn't play well yesterday. I thought defensively, actually, they played amazing. But again, the Jets suck. Your boy Justin Fields, it's over. It's done. He's terrible. Done. We'll see you in Valhalla, brother. It's over with. It's cooked. It's done, bro. He's cooked. He's overly cooked. But yeah, bro, I thought J.C. Horn played the lights out. He was amazing. I think J.C. Horn's a top 3 corner in the NFL right now, low key. He's playing tremendous ball. This has been his best season by far, I think. Again, man, I hate that Bryce Young, that stadium done got a lot of quarterbacks and a lot of players. It done got Bryce. He got a high ankle sprain. Probably gonna be out for more than 1 week. People just saying 1 week. Bryce probably gonna be out for like 2-3 weeks. He about to be out for a minute.
It should be a month. That's usually how long that lasts.
Yeah, he's gonna be out for a while. He's gonna be out for probably 3 to 4 weeks. So I think the Panthers' winning streak probably over, especially with the schedule coming up, probably done. But I do think they've made some progress. I do see progress from the Carolina Panthers. They're 4-3. They have a winning record for the first time since 2021. The progress is seen. I don't think like Canal should get fired, nothing like that this year. He showed progress. I do think next year should be playoff or bust, though. I will say that. Next year needs to be playoff or bust, straight up. And if Bryce can't get it done next year, you need to move on from him, straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is. Next year is deal or no deal for Bryce, for everybody.
Yep.
I think you put all your chips in, and next year the Panthers should be a 10-win team, I think. Because I see the progress. This defense went from last in the league to top 7 in the league. Do you not know they're top 7 in the league right now in defense? That's crazy. You got to give Evero some credit. And if I'm Evero, I'm getting the heck up out of there. The first coaching job interview I get, I'm going.
Yeah.
Don't stick around, brother. I'm serious because he's turned this thing around. People talking about having him fired the first 2 weeks of the season. He's turned this thing around, so I got to give him kudos. But yeah, I think the Panthers are showing progress. I do. I think they're getting better.
Yeah.
They're definitely better than what they've been the last couple of years. Because a game like that yesterday, they lose every time.
They would have lost. Yep.
Yeah.
I thought they was gonna lose yesterday, to be honest with you. When they took Fields out the game and put Tyrod in. But overall, man, I think they look good. It's good to, kind of watch Carolina Panthers football and think that they can actually win the game now. And then they're not gonna self-destruct. Again, all that's coming to an end now. Like, I think Panthers fans got to understand we're losing to the Bills next week.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Unfortunately,
we were doing that. We were going to be doing that even with Bryce.
Yeah. But see, unfortunately, though, the thing about it is we got to hear this from Falcons fans, though, because, the Falcons beat the Bills. Yeah. And you know how Falcons fans do. They're going to be like, oh, well, we beat the Bills and y'all didn't, so we better than y'all. We beat y'all 30-0, bro. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. You can only tell that head to head. But overall, man, I think they're gonna stink the next couple of weeks without Bryce. Red Rifle been looking like Red Musket lately. He ain't nothing. He's slow. He done lost everything that he done had, throwing ducks out there. One thing I do want to say though, actually, about these players, I think Rico Dowdle got to be the lead back moving forward. I think obviously Teteroa McMillan got to be your lead receiver. I think Mitch Evans got to be your number one tight end. I think you have I think if you moving forward as an offense, I think Rico Dowdle got to be the lead back. He got to be the feature player in the offense. You got to use him. You got to spell him with you. I think Mitch Evans got to be your number one tight end moving forward because he looked good this week. And I think the JT Sanders experiment is over. That's done.
Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. The JT Sanders experience needs to be
awful on Sunday.
Mike, I'm gonna tell you right now. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's a point I forgot to. Mitchell Evans is your best tight end right now. That's what it is. He is your best tight end right now. The JT Sanders experience needs to be done.
It's over, bro.
And I'm gonna go another step further. Y'all might not agree with this. The Jonathan Brooks experience as well, with how injured he's been, that needs to be done. I think both of those Texas boys should be traded this offseason, personally, in my opinion. But JT Sanders, I'm 100% out on him, 100%. Yeah. He's the third best tight end on our team right now. Trimble, the two Notre Dame dudes are both better than him, and it's not really even close.
Not close, man.
I'm glad you brought that up because I forgot about that. That's 100% a fact.
Nah, we 100% gotta do that. Last thing I want to talk about before we end it, got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
We talked about it last week with college football. Who's the next NFL head coach that's getting fired?
But I think Mike McDaniels is brewing. Mike McDaniels. I don't know how I honestly thought he was gonna get canned today. Honestly. Yeah. I thought he was gonna get canned today. I don't know how he hasn't been canned yet. Mike McDaniels is 100% getting canned in the next 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah.
And I think Brian Daboll is not too far. Only thing that's saving Brian Daboll is that they have showed some flashes the last couple weeks since they made the quarterback change. I think I'm surprised Mike McDaniel still has a job, honestly, right now.
I like Mike McDaniel a lot as a play caller, of course.
Yeah.
But he should have got fired today. Like,
I'm sorry. I thought he was gonna get fired today. I did.
You got blued out by the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
That's not good, man. That is not good. There's nothing that the Cleveland Browns have on paper that's supposed to be better than you. Yeah. Obviously, their defense is strong, always has been. But come on, man. Come on. Can I ask you this too, T?
Yeah, go ahead.
Jim Schwartz, Brown defensive coordinator. Does he deserve another head coaching gig? Because look at the Browns defense since he's been there. He's been there, what, about 3 years, 4 years?
They've been holding it up. I mean, I'm not going to lie. They've been doing good, bro.
I've just been thinking about it.
Now, is that because of Myles Garrett and guys like that?
Of course.
I consider that. But he's been solid. And that the dude they drafted from UCLA, that linebacker, he going to be all right. The white boy, Carson, whatever, he going to be all right, bro, for them for a while.
Carson
Swerson
or something like that.
Be all right, bro. He going places in this league,
bro. You remember I called it draft day, I said I thought the Cleveland Browns had the best draft, man.
Yeah.
They got Quinshawn Judkins, and he going
looks
crazy.
Good. Yeah. The Browns are doing crazy. A lot better than what I expected, man. I love to see Shador get in there at some point. I mean, not that Dylan Gabriel's playing bad or anything like that, but and by the way, we gotta give Joe Flacco a little praise
Bingo.
too. Football went crazy on Thursday.
Bro, I'm telling you,
I mean, Aaron Rodgers going crazy. Joe Flacco went nuts. So we gotta give him a little bit of credit. I know we an hour and 40 minutes, and we about to end it now, y'all. But I gotta give them a little bit of credit because they went nuts, bro.
That was some good football. That was like football. That reminded me of like them days when we grew up like watching like Brady and Manning and Roethlisberger and Rivers and all them. Football, that was throwback ball right there. That was good, man.
Go. You see that team in Kansas City starting to get it going. They starting to get it going.
Yep.
So we gotta keep an eye on that.
Last thing I'm gonna say, and we can cut it here if you ready.
Yeah.
Your boy, he winning MVP for sure this year. Got to be Patrick Mahomes.
Daniel
I wouldn't even think. Yeah,
Daniel
him too.
Jones. I'm talking about Daniel Jones, bro. We got to have a conversation. I didn't want to talk about it because I was tired of people. I knew people was going to bring it up. I hate to say it. Daniel Jones is my MVP leader right now, bro. I'm not even holding you.
Dang. That's
yesterday, bro.
I did.
Like yesterday, he had a crazy game. It was like 3 touchdowns. Like I got to pull up the stats real quick. Daniel Jones, bro. I might have to admit I was wrong, bro. Steichen has really changed the trajectory.
But you was right about Steichen, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
you was right about Steichen.
Yeah, I told you Steichen's different, bro.
Yeah.
Yesterday against a good Chargers team, bro. I'm gonna read off these stats. Daniel Jones went 23 for 34, 288 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 113.4 completion, not completion, QBR. I gotta give credit where it's due, man. Daniel Jones is playing really good football right now. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm really impressed with what he's doing. I gotta be honest, bro.
I think the Colts, because Jonathan Taylor, he might be the best back in the league again.
This year he is the best back in the league, bro. It's not even a question, bro.
I think it's him.
And I'm not gonna lie, Cam. I wasn't gonna bring this up. The Colts are giving me 2015 Panther vibes a little bit. Like how nobody's kind of talking about them, and everybody, like nobody's really saying how good. The Colts are a good team, bro. Like, I'm here to say it. Daniel Jones, you have proved me wrong, brother, so far. You have balled this year. I would have him up in my conversation for MVP. It's hard not to with what he's doing this season. Yeah. It's hard not to. It's hard not to have Daniel Jones up there.
Because you kind of have to, because we're talking about value. And he wasn't on that team last year, and they was stinking, right?
Correct.
They added him, and he was pretty much their main addition this offseason.
Bro.
And he hooping.
Listen to this. Daniel Jones is 10th in yards per game, 5th in passing yards, period, in the NFL right now. He's 15th, tied for 15th at 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. He has a 71 completion percentage right now, which is 13th in the NFL. That's pretty damn good, bro. Like, I got to be honest. I know I've talked a lot of crap about him in the past. Daniel Jones has really flipped things around. I got to give him credit. I'll be honest. He's proved me wrong so far this season. I'm not going to lie. He's been good.
And see, that don't even include the rushing touchdowns, because I believe he got 3 or 4 of them. Yep.
So, again, man, he's having a really good season. So, I know we done ran over time, bro, but I got to give him credit. I know I talked crap about him last year. The tweet went viral. I got to give credit where it's due, though. Boy playing good right now, bro. Straight up, bro.
Good ball. He's
playing very, very well. But, all right, bro, we're going to holler at y'all next time. It was a long one tonight. We knew it was going to be a long one, but it was a good one, man. Cam, as always, appreciate you, brother. Wouldn't want to do this with nobody else, my boy. Again, man, appreciate y'all's love and support. I know we was a day early this week. I'm going to the State Fair tomorrow, and I knew I wasn't going to be here like on the pod. So I wanted to go ahead and knock this out tonight, get the content out for y'all. And we'll be back next week. We should be back on schedule on Tuesday and all that. So we should be back. But Cam, anything you want to say before heading out?
Nah, man. Thank y'all for everything. Keep tuning in. This was a good one. I know it was a long one, but it was a good one, man. And like you said, wouldn't want to do it with nobody else. So I'm excited. Excited for the game tomorrow. We'll be in touch with y'all. We'll talk basketball. So we'll see y'all, man.
Yep, absolutely. We'll holler at y'all on the next one. Y'all take it easy.